Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
Pee! And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see boobies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Never get tired of that. Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Daily Dive. The Double D is a Friday edition where we try to entertain. You are the gatekeepers. You do the best you can. And man, I am swimming in a world of shit right now because of the way I look at pop culture and the internet and stuff like that. I am swimming in a world of shit and it's burning my brain. On the one hand, I'm watching Academy episode 2, and it's just not only is it boring, it's so stupid. I don't want to give it away because I want you to go watch the review when I get it done later today. But they do something in that. Let's just say I'm just gonna say here's the tease. Here's the tease. Go watch it later today when I get it out there. If you haven't already had it spoiled for you, so watch it anyway. Watch it anyway. Go watch the first review too. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. They have a species, a classic Trek species, using sign language, and it's a species that doesn't need to use sign language. Ah! Hurts my brain. It hurts so much. Oh, I'm so angry. And then on top of that, my timeline is blessed with idiots defending this show already. The new Trek, Kurtzman Trek stands are already defending this show. Here's the thing. Here's why I want certain people to shut the fuck up. Guys like John Delarose, other fucking grifters like that, who are not fans of anything. They are not fans. They latch onto the thing they think they can twist into an ideological argument for our side. No, we don't want you. I don't want pieces of shit like JDA, John Delarose, anywhere near trying to defend Star Trek against this crap. Or anybody like him who have no idea because they say stupid shit that allows the retarded Kurtzman Trek, New Trek stands to wade in and land solid body blows because these fucking idiots don't know what they're talking about. Golden rule, as far as I'm concerned, when you talk about shit on the internet, don't talk about shit you don't know. Why do you think I stopped watching Fallout Season 2? Because I cannot comment accurately upon how much it's destroying the Fallout New Vegas lore. So I stopped because I cannot give a proper analysis. I cannot give proper lore, criticism, background. If you don't know shit, don't fucking talk about it. It's that simple. It's that simple. Know your lane. Stay in your goddamn lane. Oh my God, they had and I just said it because it's in my head. They have a Betazoid girl go, oh my God, in this show. Now, we're not saying that the Beta Zeds don't have religion. They had a fucking chick wearing a hijab in Starfleet Academy. Now, we're not saying Star Trek still had people. They still had religious sex. It was shown in TNG. There's a rabbi on board at one point. But you just you just wanted to show up a chick in a hijab. You just wanted to do that because you wanted it there. It's all garbage. And the people who support this shit are garbage. Sects. S-E-C-T-S. Sects. You gutter brain. Can't have a serious conversation at all, can I? And then, so I've got, on the one side, I've got the Kurtzman Trek, New Trek stands flooding social media with their bullshit defending the show. And it's garbage. It's garbage. And then on the other side, because we have to talk about it because it happened, even though I already talked about it, said everything I had to say, we have to acknowledge it. Yesterday, Kathleen Kennedy walked out. Like I said she was going to. Said it a year ago. Once they altered her exit timeline, she was going to walk out. And she did it, finally. Officially announced it, just like we said they were going to a week ago. Problem is, I've been predicting this for years. You've seen the streams. You can go back and find them. I've said it too many times trying to track it. Here it begins. It fucking begins. The ticker tape. Oh, she was so great parade. All the shills, all the stands. I have a collection I'm going to show off. Maybe not today. I don't know if I can handle it today. Maybe we might have to. We might have to. And I did enunciate, you son of a bitch. Sex. The T gets swallowed with the C. It's a blending of the tone. Anyway. They're all out there now. Oh, she was great. Oh, she was this. Oh, she was that. Oh, she made all these movies. She didn't make a fucking movie. She carried coffee. Her husband did all the fucking producing. Not her. She didn't do anything. So, I mean, it's being assaulted by over here. Well, Kratos, that's because you got dermaids. There, you officially have dermaids. Because that's all you hear now. Anyway, but so that being, so I'm getting it from all sides here. Getting it from all sides. Getting off from those. I'm a screaming keyboard behind a monkey. Listen, Joe Russo is on social media way more than I am. He runs around on X way more than I do. So who's the screaming monkey behind a keyboard? Who's the chattering, shit-throwing piece of shit? So I it's all coming at me, and my brain hurts. Make it stop. Make the hurting stop. But you're not going to do that because the rules of the show dictate that you guys get to do whatever you want. $10 orders an Adam rant or just about anything. $15 ask me a question. I will tell you no lies. We'll do our best to have a conversation. I do enjoy those. $15 also gets you to choose an article we may come across in the news segment. Give me a hot take, instant reaction, or one you may have found. And then, of course, you have chat, maybe watch us reviews for $35, or you choose an episode of television or a movie, and I review it live on the stream a few days later with no edits, no cuts, straight talk to you. That's how it works. And, you sent me some medicine. Oh, thanks. Kratos Grados for $35 to give us a chat, made me watch this reviews. I just watched Pan 2015, and I want you to suffer with me. I'd also need you to know if you think it's better than The Room. Pan 2015. I want to say Peter Pan, but I don't know. Hold on a second. Pan 015. Oh, Lord. No, I haven't actually seen this. Gross. Why is he wearing suspenders? All right, well, that's going to have to happen on Monday or Tuesday, as you well know. Oh, the eyebrow chick is in this movie? I hate the eyebrow chick. Oh. What is this? Oh, great. Thanks, Kratos. As always, you make my day better. All right. All right. I got to recollect myself. Let me blow my nose real quick and recollect my thoughts on how we're going to approach the rest of this now. Oh, I didn't mute. Damn it. Sorry. Forgot to mute. I usually mute when I do that. My brain's going in 2 different, 3 different, 4 different directions right now. Anyway, I apologize for blowing my nose audio-wise. At least you didn't see it. I usually mute it. My mistake. It's proper etiquette. You don't blow your nose. You don't do that shit on camera if you can help it. And I did that. So anyway, all right. So what are we gonna do today? All right. So we have to have the required discussion about Kathleen Kennedy leaving, and we'll have it this Sunday too with the guys. Then we'll get into the news, and we'll see what else happens. Hit that like button, guys. Please hit the like button. Show YouTube you love. Show YouTube you love me. I need it. I'm hurting. I need it. The pain. I'm suffering for your entertainment. The pain. Okay, so. All right, so it actually fucking happened. Kathleen Kennedy is gone. And I'll say what I said a week ago when I already had this conversation. Nothing changes. Nothing fucking changes. In fact, it might actually get even worse. But what we have out there are people saying this is great. You'll love this. So there's one, and this is where also I always talk about how, unfortunately, with what we do, you can pretty much figure out what a stand's ideological stance is. And pretty much every stand who loves the MCU, who loves the DCU, who loves Disney Star Wars, they all generally have the same political stance. They're communists. They're fucking communists. Every goddamn one of them. So there's a particular one who, of course, has all the appropriate Troon flags in their thing. I've been trying to get a block for him for years. Calls itself Ember. Who was doing the lapse of victory because Dave Filoni is one of the co-presidents, as we already predicted he would be. So, of course, because I reply to this idiot on, I want to say often, but on occasion, I get them in my feed. I get this piece of shit in my feed. And first they were celebrating, I didn't probably that, but then of course, because obviously they're a communist, pretending to be a freedom-loving citizen of America. Dumb bitch goes, at one point, America's no longer a democracy anymore. To which I did reply, never was. America is a constitutional republic. Now, I'm only saying that because all these people are the opposite of what we are. Normal. They're all fucking communists. They're all fucking idiots. They're all morons. They have no education whatsoever. Or they've been educated the way they're trying to educate people in Starfleet Academy, as I'll talk about later today when I get my review done. Everything's a teachable moment. Everything's you have to listen. The old people need to listen to the youth because the old people are stuck in their ways. They're all afraid and isolationist. Oh, my goodness. So, but you look at all these people. They think they first, after they're done celebrating Kathleen Kennedy as the greatest thing ever, it's Dave Filoni is going to do great stuff. Dave Filoni is going to do great stuff. No, Dave Filoni is not. Dave Filoni is and always has been one of the worst things for Star Wars because he doesn't believe in George Lucas Star Wars. He believes in Dave Filoni Star Wars. Now, we'll go over this more this weekend because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it right now. Kathleen Kennedy gave an exit interview. I think it's on Deadline. And she's given a whole list of stuff of what's going on with Star Wars into the next decade. James Crybaby Mangold's movie is on hold, which we already knew because that's not going to happen. No mention of the Rey movie, to which some jackasses, there's this one particular account who is a Star Trek piece of she's this new Trek piece of shit called Jeremy. I've been trying to get his block for a few days now. I'm really going in hard on this cocksucker. He has the nerve to fucking go. Y'all celebrating no mention of the Ray movie. Don't you understand? The Kingberg trilogy is the Ray movie now. Ha ha. Where do they get this from? There's literally no receipts or evidence for these things. They just make shit up. Just like they're just making shit up that because Kathleen Kennedy said she loved the Ben Solo movie, that it's going to happen now that she's leaving. Last I checked, Bob Iger and whoever's going to replace him still have ultimate veto. And they already vetoed it once. They're not going to have it come through again. So what we have here, as Kathleen Kennedy leaves, we really have fantasy time going on here. A lot of fantasy time. These people are creating fantasy worlds. They think that Star Wars is in a good place, which it isn't. There's the Dave Filoni camp. Because remember, the stands are divided into 3 camps. There's the Dave Filoni camp. There's the piece of shit who wrote Andor. Tony Gilroy camp. And then there's the I don't know what to call the middle one. They're the I love everything. Yeah, they're the I love everything camp. They're the I love it all. I love all. If it says Star Wars in front of it, I love it. It's so good. But these camps don't get along because the Gilroy camp and the Filoni camp don't like each other. Because the Gilroy camp says the Filoni camp likes slop, and the Filoni camp says the Gilroy camp says you don't like fun. And the other camp says, guys, let's get it wrong. Otherwise, the grifter chuds, they're going to win. Oh, we're already winning. We're already winning. Because you pieces of shit that praise Kathleen Kennedy, praise Tony Gilroy, praise Dave Filoni, you amount to this much of a fan base. You're nothing. I've said it over and over again. You are absolutely nothing. You do not exist in any sort of quantity to move the needle. But now all this shit is all over the place. And what's happening is now at the same time, you are genuinely seeing how weak Star Wars is as a franchise. Seeing how weak it is. And I'm not saying that in the past, all Star Wars fans got along. No, we did not. We did not get along whatsoever. But at least we all still loved one thing, Star Wars. In the end, we all loved George Lucas' Star Wars. The people who are fighting amongst themselves now, who are going, yay, Filoni, boo Filoni, yay, Gilroy, boo Gilroy, and also mix their ideology and who say that Americans are dying because of right-winging and blah, blah, fascism, blah, 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 blah. They are all dumb. They don't have the sense to realize they are a minority. They don't have the sense, they don't have the ability to understand that the world has rejected Star Wars. Rejected it wholly. It is no longer the golden goose that lays billion-dollar eggs every year. There is no path to saving Star Wars as long as Disney owns it, and as long as the house that Kathleen Kennedy built for the past 14 years remains populated by her carefully cultivated spawn. Because even though Dave Filoni was there before these dark times, he's a collaborator. He has always been okay with everything she wants to do, which is why now, as the creative half of this co-presidency he shares with Lin-Wen Brennan, who is the business side, who's also not very good at her job, as I've already pointed out, none of it gets better. Now, rumor has it his attempt at Heir to the Empire has been delayed, probably because Brennan probably said no, because it's not going to make us any money. But there is no future with what they're doing. I mean, let's take a look. Let's take a look what's coming out now. Hang on. Let me see if I can find the proper thing, just so we can see what the list of Kathleen Kennedy put out. Kathleen Kennedy exit interview. Here it is. Here's the deadline thing. Let me see if I can find the quotes here. Just want to give me 1 second. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened there? We okay? We here? We all here? It's all blipped out for a second. Lost some people. Hang on. I'm just I was saying, so she's not done. She's just gonna go off and produce shit still. She's not leaving. She's not going anywhere. She's not retiring. She's gonna be a producer. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. I know it's here. It's where everybody got the fucking information from. God, I knew this interview was coming too. This thing is just a giant piece of shit. Giant piece of shit. Giant cocksucking, giant twat licking piece of shit. Here we go. Let's get to what the fans are eager to know. Wrong button. Here it is right here. Let's get to what the fans are eager to know. The progress on the films and series by filmmakers who've committed to putting in that 3 to 5 years. Rian Johnson, James Mangold, Simon Kinberg, Taika Waititi. Where are their projects? I've got to tread a bit carefully here. Jim Mangold and Bo Williamson wrote an incredible script, but it's definitely breaking the mold, and it's on hold, which means it's not getting made. They announced that 3 years ago. That movie's not getting made. It's not. James Mangold, for whatever he's worth, does done other shit. It's just not just my decision, especially when I've got a foot out of the door. Donald Glover has turned in a script. They turned in a script for the Lando movie, which became a show, which is a movie again, which nobody wants, which isn't happening. Steven Soderbergh and Adam Driver turned in a script written by Scott Burns. Remember, that's the Ben Solo script, guys. That's the Ben Solo script, which Bob Iger rejected. They gave that Scott Burns dude millions of dollars to write a treatment, and it was rejected. Anything's a possibility if somebody's willing to take a risk. Disney can't take risks because they lost billions of dollars last year in entertainment media. Billions. Movies fail. Nobody watches Disney Plus. Nobody buys merch. The theme parks making people spend more to walk through the doors. And that's where everybody's getting their information here. What about Rian Johnson returning? Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So this is the paragraph that everybody's saying is where Disney Star Wars is going for the next few years. No mention of Kinberg. No mention of Taika Waititi. The question was asked. So that piece of shit who I mentioned talking about, the Kinberg movie, that's going to be a trilogy about Rey. No mention here. Taika Waititi. We already know Taika Waititi's not doing anything. He's not doing a project anymore. That got canceled. Where are you taking that? None of this is happening. These projects she listed, none of them are happening. Not a single one are literally happening. What you have is Dave Filoni slop. You've got Ahsoka-verse, Mando-verse. That's what you've got. That's where it's going. And now that now that you're here, they've got nothing. Because Mando Grogu, it's not going to make money. Starfighter next year, not going to make money. Ahsoka Season 2, no one's going to watch it. I guarantee if they pulled a Paramount and slapped it on YouTube for free, nobody would watch it. Nobody would watch it. Not significant numbers, at least. This is the state of Star Wars, which has become Disney Star Wars. The personification of failure. The personification of nobody cares. And just to go back to a previous conversation that I brought up yesterday, consider talking about that piece of shit I just mentioned, this Twitter account just called Jeremy. who pretends to be a Star Trek fan. He's a piece. He pretends. He thinks he's a Star Trek fan. He loves this stuff. You look at what these people say, and you think about their approach. Their defense is always Star Wars is doing poorly because of outraged channels who just want hate clicks and just want to be angry and grift. That's their excuse for why there's so much trouble. Because of people like me, I guess. Me, who I've been a Star Wars fan since I was 3. And I first saw it. Me, who was there during the years where there were no movies. There was never television. Never television. We don't count Ewok or droids. We don't count them. Those are rough. They're rough. They're great for little kids, but they make no sense in the long run. When all we had were books, games, tabletop. That's all we had. That's all we worked with. Well, I guess I'm just an angry rage grifter who needs to just accept it. I just need to bend over and accept what Disney is plugging. That's what all these idiots believe. That bottom line, that is the core of what every Disney Star Wars stan, fake fan, shill wants you to do. Bend over and accept it. Because it's all Star Wars, guys. And when Star Wars is healthy, everybody's happy. Star Wars hasn't been healthy for 14 years. The minute George signed the dotted line, it plummeted. Well, at least I saw it plummeting. It took a few more years before the collapse for the rest of the world to see it. I never got fooled by Force Awakens and Jar Jar. Never got fooled by Roundhead Ryan. Never believed anything, because when you watch them immediately throw away decades worth of source material and lore, you knew who you were dealing with. So these people that say it's all my fault. No, it's their fault, because they enabled this, because they're cocksuckers, they're ball lickers. They want to tongue punch the fart box and say, guys, it tastes great. That's what they want you to tongue punch Disney's fart box with them and then say how great it tastes. That's what they want. That's what they want. And they hate it. They hate it when we push back, when we say Disney Star Wars sucks. It is the shit that we know it is. I could smell that shit. Don't need to get near their ass. I could smell that shit far away. You want to be an ass licker, you go right ahead, but I'm going to call you a brown noser because that's what you fucking are. And that's the core of their argument. It's not their fault. It's not Disney's fault. It's our fault for spreading fake hate and rage over this stuff, because it's not as bad as we pretend it is. No, it wasn't bad that they completely destroyed George Lucas's characters in 3 movies. It's not bad that they're walking in through both Ahsoka and Andor and marching in there with nothing but ideology to define the show. Not Star Wars ideology, leftist, commie Marxist ideology. Gotta resist. That's what's going on. That is what they allowed. And the only reason that they get so angry is because more people pay attention to those of us who have fought for years against it. I wish I had a YouTube channel when it all went to hell. I wish. I was trying to do real world shit. I was trying to get into a new career at that point. I was trying to shift careers. I'm going to do this. No. Yeah, I wish. Be in a different place right now. Different place. My voice would maybe be heard more. No, instead, I just do the best I can. I do the best I can. You guys are here, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you guys are all here with me today as we do this. Whether you're not give me shit or not, I still love you. There we go. Kathleen Kennedy leaving. And we'll get more into this on Sunday. This is more of just my collective thoughts. I had no real mental agenda to talk about this. Because I've already talked. That's the problem. I've already talked about this. How many times have we gone through this? Now that it's actually happened, we can say, oh, here it is. People saying the long nightmare is over. No, the nightmare is not over. Nothing changes. Bottom line, nothing changes. It only gets worse. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that button. Give me some juice. Give me some energy. And we'll keep going. All right. Helva coming in. Hell, our Buffalo walking on in here. How you doing, my friend? Chewing bubble gum, yeah. Chewing bubble gum. I don't even want to eat bubble gum. I don't want to do gum anymore. I'm long past the gum phase. I don't need something in my mouth. All right. Why don't we get into the news? See what else is going on here. Why don't we get into the news? Maybe something else is happening that I'm not aware of. Although I doubt it. I sincerely fucking doubt it. Okay. Let me refresh everything here. I mean, the Kathleen Kennedy stuff is the overwhelming major still news. And that's the overwhelming major still news here. All right. Bippity, boppity, boo. Okay. Variety Awards Circuit podcast roundup. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your fucking war. Oh, God of War action. Live cast Teresa Palmer. Is she gonna be Freya? Let's just check this out real quick. Let's see if she's gonna be Freya. Let me look. That's important. Palmer's latest cast on the show. Following she's playing Sif. Okay, so she's being Freya. Okay. No. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. She's Sif being the wife of Thor. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, we saw Sif in the game, but not until the second part of the game. Why are you? Oh no, this. Oh, here I hear red flag. All right, we're gonna have to bookmark this too. Fuck. Gonna have to bookmark this for later because we're gonna need this for Sunday's discussion. Oh, why? No. Sources say she'll star as Sif. We should have only 5 cast members for this first season. We should only have 5 cast members. Talked about this yesterday. We should only have Kratos, Atreus, Freya, and God, who was the main antagonist in 2018? The twins. Okay, I'm sorry, 6. And of course, someone's got to play the head, whose name I still can't remember. There should only be 6 or 7 people in this show. There should not be any more. Get somebody to play Kratos' wife, maybe. Kratos' mom as a flashback. I mean, if you do flashbacks to the Greek stuff, you need more. But for the main story, if you only do 2018 and don't creep into Ragnarok, we shouldn't see Odin. And of course, we're going to get Odin. Get the dude who actually was Odin. He's still acting. Get him. They literally just mapped him into the game. I don't like that. The Sif should not be anywhere near this season. She shouldn't be anywhere near this season. And she didn't have that much of a role. Jeez. All right, we'll talk about that on Sunday. Jimiko says Donald Trump can take his awards if you agree with treat to pull ice out of Annapolis. Nobody wants. Wow. Okay, talk about grandiose belief. Nobody wants your fucking awards, Jimmy Kimmel. Nobody wants your goddamn awards. And you just want everything out of Minneapolis so that so that the crime can continue. I am so. This is moments when I wish I did have a political channel because I have to keep a lot of this bottled up. So disgusting. I hate fucking commies. I hate fucking commies. Better dead than red. Viggo Mortensen showed up to Lord of the Rings set with an eye bulged out after a surfing accident. Could only be filmed from the side. Black eye shut like a boxer swollen. Yeah, that's part of the new stuff. We actually heard about that the other day. That's the stuff they're throwing into the new interviews as part of the whole re-release of Lord of the Rings trilogy. Buy it again. No, I'm not going to buy it again. I already have it. I'm not going to buy it again. Oakley. I'm not going to buy Oakley's. I'm not buying Oakley's. Shorta director. I don't know who you are. Don't care. It sounds foreign. Sundance. Don't care about fucking Sundance. More fucking festivals. Could go fuck itself. Abolish Everything season 2 trailer. Chandler, Dean, and co are back. I don't even know what this is. Never heard of it. Mr. Beast Salesforce team up for Super Bowl commercial. Oh my god. Oh, I wish this soulless monster would just go away. I wish he would. This is the definition of soulless right there. There is no life behind those eyes and that smile. That is plastic right there. It's a mask he puts on. This guy is what's wrong with YouTube. He is. He's part of what's wrong with YouTube. The Mask and First Look, Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone spinoff with Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell. What? I mean, that's some good casting right there, but I'm still uninterested. I tapped out of Yellowstone after season 2. I didn't want it anymore. And I'm glad I did from where I heard it went. Don't care. One battle after another. Marty Supreme and Sirat explore new dimensions of on-screen fatherhood. Commie Marxism. Word of the day, commie Marxism. Sentimental value, the worst person in the world, writer, Eskil Vogt, signs. I don't care. Don't care about that. Don't care about your cricket. We don't play cricket here in America. David Slade Horror Legacy starring Lucy Hale, Jack Whitehall, and Angelica Houston, boarded by Hanway. I don't care. I'm not into horror. Might be good. Angelica Houston's a good actress. Lucy Hale's hot, I guess. Netflix keep Warner Brothers movies in theaters for 45-day windows, says Ted Sarandos. I want to win the box office. I won't doubt they're going to keep that in the beginning if they go through. I don't doubt it. They'll keep the norm until they can change the norm. Again, that is the truth of the situation. Netflix will toe the line until they can shorten it. It's just that simple. Just that simple. X is down. More than 200,000 user reports outages on social media platform. No, it's not. Well, maybe that was 3 hours ago. I've only been up since 11:30. So maybe it was down on what working for me. Disney sees brisk ad sales for Oscars while spotlighting live shows. Nobody watches the Oscars. I can't wait till it actually goes on YouTube and we really get a live receipt of how nobody watches this shit. Cineverse launches Return to Silent Hill alternative reality game again ahead of film's release. Not Silent Hill, no comment. Not in Silent Hill, so no comment. Animation Mavericks feature doc on groundbreaking Mr. Magoo producer UPA nears completion. Another era. I never was into Mr. Magoo as a kid. I never found Mr. Magoo entertaining. Mr. I'm blind and I kind of just stumbled through life. Never got into that. Guillermo del Toro to receive Dilly's Powell Honor at London Critics. I don't care what Guillermo receives. Don't care. A lot of crap here. Let's move on again. Anything interesting? Looking. We're just scanning here. I don't see anything. David Ellison embarks on European lobbying trek to rouse. Okay, bro. It's over. It's over, my dude. You lost. Give up. You were a better option than Netflix, but you lost. Give up. BBC talks to produce content for YouTube in landmark deal. And nobody will watch it because the BBC is shit. Anything else here? Sony Pictures Network's India restructured leadership. Yeah. 11 hours. I'll go one more. Anything. And talk about it, know about it. I like this one. Pamela Anderson felt yucky sitting near Seth Rogen at Golden Globes and demands apology over Pam and Tommy. That series pissed me off. Seth Rogen is a poison. He is a cancer in entertainment. He's not funny. He's not creative. And he's a son of a bitch. So I'm with Pam on this one. Fuck Seth Rogen. He's a piece of shit. NBC orders drama pilot inspired by serial criminal profiler pioneer Ann Burgess. We've already had profiler shows. It's multiple types of profiler shows. Why do we need another one based on the real person? Don't care. Don't want to. More Dexter. I didn't watch Dexter in the first place. All right, let's move on. Latest Pokemon store theft sees $100,000 of merch stolen at gunpoint. I didn't realize this was really a thing. The Pokemon store heists is a thing. Listen, Pokemon it's a very profitable merch industry. It is. Cards are worth a lot. All wide range of merch is worth something. So damn. Is this happening in Japan? This has to be happening in Japan. Is it? Let me see. I gotta see. Is this happening in Japan? I want to know where this is happening. No, New York. Well, okay, it's New York. There you go. It's happening in New York. City of criminals, run by a goddamn jihadist. There, I said it. Oh, boy. Battlefield 6 update 1135. Patch notes. Don't care. Hope you're enjoying Battlefield. We already talked about Battlefield 6. It is significantly dropped from its launch. It has its dedicated player base, but it is where it is now. It's not going to get any bigger. Awful Nintendo DS game Disney Corey in the House now selling for hundreds on eBay amid viral Metacritic campaign. Because somebody will always try and rip you off just because something was rated high. Like, don't you want to own this game was rated high? I don't know. That's a pretty long trip from Boston for him, considering he doesn't have his own car and he can't afford transportation. I'm going to stand up for Cloud on this one. Cloud didn't do it. Cloud didn't do it. You know why Cloud wouldn't do it? Here's why Cloud wouldn't do it. And there comes the backhanded part of this. Cloud wouldn't do it because he'd giggle through the whole incident. He would giggle through the whole incident and be easy to find him. You know, Cloud, when faced with pressure, he giggles. He laughs his way through it. He just giggle it. So yeah, that's it. That's why Cloud didn't do it. He giggled through the whole thing. Wouldn't be able to get it done. Former Elder Scrolls lore master doubts Bethesda would allow an Elder Scrolls game with a bad ending or a cliffhanger because there's such a long gap between releases. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, the different Elder Scrolls games are not necessarily connected to each other. They happen in the same world, but they don't have the same stories. They're completely different narratives every time. So you wouldn't end on a cliffhanger because the next game doesn't necessarily carry the same storyline. Cloud the giggling bandit. All right, pass that one on to Dermy. Let's give that easy one, Dermy. Lucasfilm put a Han Solo actor, Alden Ehrenreich, in an impossible situation, Kathleen Kennedy admits. But you did it anyway. You should have canceled the movie if you were smart, because nobody thinks that Alden Ehrenreich is Han Solo. He never was going to be, never will be. Pot-smoking, grumpy old man, semi-Marxist, semi-commie Harrison Ford is Han Solo. The Division boss, Julian Garrity, exits Ubisoft for Battlefield studio DICE, insists the future of the franchise burns bright. Division, nobody wants it. Netflix boss commits to a 45-day window. Already talked about that. Kathleen Kennedy lays out Star Wars movie slate in 2030s as she departs Lucasfilm with no mention of the Rey movie. Already talked about that. It doesn't sound like there'll be a new Indiana Jones movie anytime soon because they lost hundreds of millions of dollars on Dial-Up of Destiny. That's why. The franchise is dead. Done. People like that game that came out, but nobody talks about it anymore. It didn't have lasting power. HBO scrapped Jon Snow sequel because Game of Thrones star Kit Harington's idea for it was too much of a bummer. Maybe also because Kit Harington isn't a star. It doesn't command presence. Veteran composer Hans Zimmer will score Harry Potter series. Talked about that yesterday. Amazon confirms New World shutdown date. Yes, New World is done. We've known that for a while. I don't care. I was never into that game. He got spooked. Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy says Last Jedi director Ryan Roundhead Johnson was put off making more Star Wars due to online negativity because he ruined it. Excuse me. He helped ruin it. He didn't do it. He made a movie he wanted to make, not a Star Wars movie. And it hastened the coming to Jesus for everybody to realize that Disney Star Wars was and always would be shit. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Lego set leaks featuring Link and Zelda battling Ganon. Once again, let's see how much this. We talk about the Lego stuff all the time. Let's see how much this shit costs. Let's see. It's a very simple looking set. March 1st. $130. Okay, I'm sharing this so you guys can see. Is this worth $130? Is this worth $130? I said it earlier this week. Lego must be stopped. Lego has to be stopped. This is not $130 for this shit. How many pieces? 1,003. 1,003 pieces. 1,003 pieces for this. $130. I mean, Weasley, you're a resident Lego guy. Reply to this. How do you feel? Are we down with this? It's priced correctly. To me, this is obscene. $130 for this is obscene to me. I'm sorry. That's obscene. That is obscene. I don't get it. I do not get it. But you say it's priced correctly. I think that's that is an obscene amount of money to pay for that little bit there. Nintendo deletes Animal Crossing New Horizons Japanese adults-only island after 5 years, and fans are mourning its loss. There was a party island. Oh, Animal Crossing made for women. I bet it was very gay though. Some women like the gay shit in there. All right. Moving on. Oh, we talk about this. Russian port at Epcot closed for refurbishment. Don't care. Ryan Hurst, Casas Kratos, talked about that already. Kathleen Kennedy, talked about it. Everything else we've talked about. Looks like that's the news, and we are sticking to it. Give you guys a chance to think on any of those extra articles. All right, so we're almost at the hour. So let's go through the rest of the content. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Did not say that. Anyway. Okay, so rest of the day. I'm going to, when we're done here, I have to go finish watching Academy episode 2. And then I gotta get that review done. It's what's not going to take as long. This episode is not as hard to break down and go through as yesterday's, where there was actually a lot going on in the piece of shit from yesterday, but this one, not as much going on. Very easy to get through. So it shouldn't take me as long. Shouldn't be. Let's just say I will likely not be there talking to you guys for 50 minutes this time. Probably minimum 30 is what I feel. Anyway, so I got to finish that. We'll try and get that out this afternoon, probably later in the evening, because by the time I'm done, FNT will be on, and I will. You don't put up a video up against F15, so probably later this evening, before Ball Busters, I'll drop the review. We'll see if I get on any of the shorts from today's news 7. We'll see if any of that works. Tonight, Ball Busters. over on Dermy Wormy's channel. The source of all. So the source of a lot of my pain and suffering. We have guest X-Wing. X-Wing will be on to promote his new comic out of Rip-A-Verse. Rip-Ascend. He's not part of Rip-A-Verse, but from Rip-Ascend. Daughter's Revenge. So check that out tonight as we give X-Wing a chance to sell more of his comics. Tomorrow's going to be weird. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit weird because I admit this is my fault. I haven't actually asked Ched when we're going to do the recording for The Abyss for Drive-In this week, because tomorrow night in the place of Drive-In live, we will be doing Where No Man Wants to Go reviews, talking about Starfleet Academy episodes 1 and 2. Normally, Brad will be a part of that, but he's got personal plans he made prior to this, so he will not be joining us this week, but he'll be here next week for episode 3's review and discussion. So we got that. So there's a little hinky on that stuff right there. Let's see. Sunday roundtable, 3 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to talk about Kathleen Kennedy. We'll talk about God of War. We'll talk about Tomb Raider, and whatever. And my discussion questions for the week that I've come up with, being has the internet ruined fandoms. And what was my other one? What was my other question? What was the other question? Shit, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the streams. I don't remember the other question. Too much has gone on in the past 48 hours. Too much has gone on. Head is swimming with information. And then, of course, next week, Monday, we start all over again. Every Monday through Friday, right back here, 1 p.m. Eastern for another daily dive. Monday night, Jed and I will be playing more Jump Space. We might do a test stream over here to see if it works. Probably private first, see if there's any lag, because I get lag on that game. And then, of course, there will probably be a stream of Conscious later that night, 11 p.m. Eastern. And we'll go throughout the week. And, of course, we'll get a chat, maybe watch his reviews. Next week, courtesy of Kratos. I have to watch Pan 2015 now, apparently. All the pain and suffering. I don't get a break, do I, from bad Star Trek to movies that are shit. Hey, it's my lot in life. I accept it. Anyway, so with that all said, I'm not going to drag this out this afternoon because I still got 20 minutes of that episode left I got to watch. So we don't want to dilly-dally, shilly-shally. Got to get it done because the review is what matters. And if you haven't watched the first review, please go watch it. Please go enjoy my rantings over there because I ranted good. I'm going to rant good today as well. Starfleet Academy Episode 1 review. 50 minutes, but it's a good 50 minutes. It's time not wasted for you. You'll enjoy it, I guarantee. Anyway, so there it is, guys. Thank you, guys. Of course, I encourage you guys to hit that like button. I encourage you guys to spread the good word of the channel. Let's keep it growing. New subs starting to come in a little bit with the new content, and that's always appreciated. Welcome, everybody. This is a place where everybody can have a good time. Feel free to roast me because it's what the gatekeepers do. You are the gatekeepers. It is your right to make fun of me when I goof up, but I have a right to here's the thing. I have a right to defend myself. I do. I have a right to defend myself. Might not be a good defense, but I have a right to. Anyway. All right, guys. If you guys don't have anything else, we are going to wrap it up here. I'm going to head back to watching Starfleet Academy. So thank you, everybody, for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate your support as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and damn, this is sick. Just go away completely finally. I will see you guys later tonight on Ballbusters, 11 p.m. Eastern over on Dermy's channel. So until then, take it easy, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.